Start off with this is May the 7th. We got the wrong time on there, or the wrong date. What is it,
21.
Okay, May 21st meeting, sorry. I'm working in the history. All right, first up was the roll call. Jared Hahn here. Bill Horan is here. Lynn Huffman.
Here.
Is here. Nick Huffman.
Here.
Here. And Michael Lotzenheiser.
Here.
Here. One's better. So approval of our minutes from the May the 7th.
Move to approve as presented.
Second. Need to be corrected on the minutes. Okay. Motion by Nick and seconded by Jared. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
It was 5-0. So I'm repeating everything because it's on the recording, so just everybody's, we want to start off at the top of the list or?
Yep.
Okay. First up is the development plan, item A, or 26-06-10. That's the minutes. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not the agenda. Lancaster Township, Northwest Quarter, it's RTT Investments LLC requests approval for a proposed 7-building apartment complex. And the address is listed 2905 North Main Street in Bluffton. It's a mix of R3 and B3 zoning, so, okay. You wanna tell us what's going on?
We have, I believe it's 7 apartment buildings. If I'm not mistaken. I should know that off the top of my head. It's a mixed use. The majority of these will be apartments. The total unit count is 192 units. There's a parking lot that'll facilitate essentially the entire site. Goes up next to all the buildings. There is a mixed use B3 building on the northern middle side of the site. Tenant unknown at this time. Working to nail down who's gonna be renting that space out for now. There will be a dry detention pond on the north side of the site. We have access off of Jackson Street on the north side and then also State Road 1 on the west side. We're currently working through NDOT comments to mediate whatever they're requiring for turn lanes off of State Road 1 now.
But the understanding out of that is that it does not hit the stoplight warrant, correct?
Yep.
So it's in regards to lane and center turn.
Yep, so lane striping, and then if they would request any sort of road widening, we will be working through that as part of, separate of this project, but as a result of.
Okay.
How many stories will each of the structure be, do you know?
I believe it's a 3-story building. The buildings are pretty tall. We have that on the application. I don't have the application in front of me, if somebody else does have that.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured, but yeah.
They have a mixture of 3-bed, 2-bed, 1-bed throughout the apartment units.
So up northeast corner of the site, or northwest corner of the site, and Corey and I were meeting before this meeting to kind of go through the details of it. There is currently a county regulated tile that goes from State Road 1 over to Jackson Street. Would basically run through where the detention pond, or through the corner of the detention pond. Proposal is to reroute that tile basically north and then east to
Yep. So
pick up where it comes across from Jackson Street.
there's an existing 15 and I believe a 24 that currently runs through the site. We're proposing to tie in from a structure that is on the Parks property to the east of us, route it north, catch it in an inlet, and then route it through our pond back over to the 30-inch oval that's underneath the State Road 1.
Okay.
There's also drainage from the north side. There's a 12-inch under drain pipe and a 24-inch that we will be capturing and then routing either through our pond or around it. We're still in design phase of that.
Yes. Yep. is here, it comes through here. That's today, that they're rerouting.
Detention pond will not be sized to detain everybody else's off-site water. It'll just
So
pass.
bypassed.
It will
yeah.
pass through detention.
We'll detain everything per, city, county requirements within our pond, and then the spillway will just pass over anything additional, for 100-year exceedance.
What's the spillway routing?
The spillway will be graded towards the west side of the site. There's, I'm trying to remember what inlet number that is. It's near State Road 1, it's much lower. The spillway will dump to that, into the 30-inch outlet, and then if it does end up flooding over that, it'll go over State Road 1.
There's probably a 5 or 6 foot culvert, I believe, underneath State Road 1. It's pretty decent sized culvert.
So the county tile doesn't go under, it like stops before that, or how
County
does that
tile
work?
drains into that culvert that is underneath State Road 1.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I want to say it's a 5. You could get measurements on it on the opposite side of the road. It's, right now there's an inlet structure and it's kind of a mess is what it is right now. But there's a nice surface drain. When he says it's going to go across State Road 1, under State Road 1,
Right,
not
yeah,
across the
within-
top.
No,
within-
but that's
within the pipe, yeah.
Yeah, but the 24 and the county tile come together at that structure?
Yes.
And then go under
And
the
then go
road.
under
Yeah,
State Road
okay.
1 through a,
So to be
5 or
clear,
6 foot
we are keeping the existing drainage outlet location. That
Yes.
will remain, and we're just manipulating what's behind it.
Okay.
We will have a new legal tile easement that will be drawn up as well to reflect those changes.
and that, the rerouting of the tile enters and exits the property at the same location. That's just a standard drainage board.
Yep.
Doesn't have to have a public hearing or anything.
It just-
Standard action at a drainage board meeting. That probably will not take place until the 15th of June. It won't be heard at drainage board until the 15th of June.
I don't think I have anything else. Members, you have anything?
I know at Premier Flats, where there was an entrance onto State Road 1, there was basically 3 lanes.
Yep. Correct.
But the worry there was that it would stack up traffic and that they would start going through North Oaks Edition.
Yep.
This one is showing just 2 onto State Road 1. It's only gonna stack up traffic in their own development, not
That's correct.
somewhere else, so there's no need for that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, correct.
Yeah,
That
Jackson
is,
has
that
a
is
brief-
flared out.
Right.
And that's the help with,
There's really not a need on State Road 1 for it, like there was with Premier Flats.
and that's just the help with the potential left-hand turn out, stacking with school
Right.
access. Right-hand turns would be fast, left-hand turns would be complicated.
There should be plenty stacking there for both.
Yeah,
Just where this driveway comes out on Highway 1, is the right-hand turn off of Highway 1 on that part already, or is it not?
What's
No.
the question?
If you're going north on Highway 1, I know there's a third lane to turn right onto Jackson Street. Does it extend that far that far south?
Not currently, we're working through those, requirements within DOT.
that might be,
Yeah.
they might
Maybe
be
part of that.
extending that
Yeah,
feature.
that's what I was, I thought that'd probably be a good
It
idea.
ends somewhere on the beginning of this property,
Yeah.
the way that it's
The
flared out.
discussion now is to have a left turn lane from Jackson onto 1, and then extend that left turn lane to tie in down where the church is,
Okay.
going south.
Essentially, there'd be 3 lanes,
All the way, yeah.
where it is currently 3-laned, all the way to the intersection, is
Yeah,
kind of the discussion.
Which church? I-Town?
it is I-10.
Yeah, I-Town is,
Down or-
I-Town,
To the start of their left turn lane.
yeah.
There's just a little piece in between, there's
There's improvement.
Jehovah's Witness Church. That's kind of where the transition is now.
Yeah,
So I'm assuming they're
I
thinking,
would just like it to be all tied together. I mean, there's a gap, excuse me, there's a gap between the parcels, but as far as NDOT's concerned, it's not big enough to not tie those two together. So.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
just run through the fire department's comments. Okay, so turn the hydrant so the FD standard for ease of connection.
I don't really
That's the
understand that comment, to be honest. I mean, we can orient the hydrant so that they face
That, I
the
would assume,
roadway.
is that what they
Yeah.
mean, is that the hydrants are supposed to be
Our
oriented?
symbols may be rotated
I guess
off
the
of the road.
drawing, yeah, it has,
Yeah, I'll adjust that.
Okay.
In the plan set. That's-
there's eight bolts on the bottom of a hydrant. You can
Yeah,
lock it however you want it.
Yeah.
they will face parking or roadway. Okay. Is the turning radius good for the largest piece apparatus? Did they provide that turning radius to you?
They did, yep.
Okay.
They sent over, I think it was a CAD file, but they sent over a PDF of different turning radiuses that we're allowed to use, and I incorporated that
Okay.
for at least the entrance off of Jackson. There's plenty of space internally to move around for other trucks.
3 of the building's FDCs are over 100 feet from a hydrant.
So that requirement will need to be adjusted on our end as far as either placing another hydrant closer to those buildings or moving a connection on the building itself.
Okay.
We will have to adjust that.
Okay. Need to discuss standpipe connection inside the stairwells inside of each building.
Yep. So that'll be MVP discussion.
FACP locations needed.
Anybody remember what FACP stands for?
You could all start guessing.
Connection
Not a clue.
point, maybe? Could be, fire alarm.
That fits.
That's all building-related items.
Fire alarm control panel.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, makes sense.
So those should be shown on the electrical plans.
Sure, okay. When would we have those? July?
Yeah, their deadline for final plan sheets is, I believe it's middle of July.
Okay. Mid-July.
We may have it sooner, I just don't have it right
Yeah,
now.
just note that. Knox boxes needed. Oboe installed at FDC with 5-inch stores.
I'll have to get a detail if they have an example from that.
Detail. Assuming the Knox box program that,
Yeah, that's just typical. You just building mounted Knox boxes
Yep.
near the doors.
You don't have all your architectural plans.
I do not have
This is just
yeah,
the civil
yeah,
stuff.
correct.
They're asking a lot of architectural
Yes,
stuff
correct.
that,
Do
try
we
to
have,
answer as best as I can.
do we have a standard for how the buildings are gonna be numbered? Do you have that set already that we
I
can,
do not have them with me, no.
okay,
I'll send you a copy of the preliminary.
yeah, yep. But they will be installed on the buildings or whatever, and we just keep going with that. Hydrants, maintain, this is, internally, this is
It's a
private, yeah, these will be private. Place additional hydrant on State Road 1 on the east side of the road, west side of apartments. Place additional-
We should be able to accommodate that. We'll just have to extend our main further down.
Okay. Okay, I think that's all that they had, so. Anything else?
Good?
Yep. All right.
I guess, once you go through that sizing on that tile, can you send me whatever you've got on it?
Yep, once I get all the updated
Yeah.
pipe sizer stuff done, I'll send out a updated sheet set.
That way we'll have something to present to the board.
Yep. Yep, I was hoping to have it done before today, I just didn't get around to
It
it.
happens.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, yep.
Thank you. Pond.
All right, we're gonna jump down to the pond, staff item 260504. Brandon Harnish at 2280 North, 100 East Bluffton, 3/4 acre pond.
Hey, everyone.
Morning. Morning.
Good morning. All right, does everybody have a copy of the sketch that I'm looking at here? You guys have bird's eye view there as well, looks like, of the property. So, Mike, I submitted to you a revised
Yes.
plan that included a smaller pond in the front.
Towards the,
Yeah.
towards the driveway segment.
Yeah, that's the low ground of the property. It's a natural place for a pond, not exactly where we want our swimming pond, but it's far from any property line.
Where the trees, up closer to that. Yep, yep, yep.
And then the rear pond is the main swimming pond. Again, I measured it, it's 50 feet from the tree line, so probably another 10 feet from the property line, so we're looking at about 60 feet. And I don't know, I don't know how much dirt we're gonna need, so part of the size of the pond, whether it's gonna be 3/4 of an acre or half an acre, that's gonna kind of depend on just how much dirt we need to build up our driveway, to build up our barn pad and some other things. But I just want to make sure, that I'm getting approval for a pond that's generally in that back location, that I am far from the property line, from the water's edge and from the edge of the slope.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's what my priority is. I don't know exactly what you guys want to see, though.
No, so I mean, would be ours as well. With the lay of the land, are either of these ponds gonna have a levee side? Or they don't, be basically sumpt in?
So are you talking about like an overflow pipe?
Like sometimes when you build a pond, there's one side where the pond is up out of the ground.
Our objective is to avoid that. And if either one of these ponds was going to have that, it would be the lower pond. Yeah, the smaller one. This one up here is really in the high ground, which is,
So it's basically,
Just knowing that property, if there's gonna be a pond bank, if there's gonna be a levee,
it's gonna be,
smaller pond, and it's gonna be on the eastern side
it's gonna
of
be
it.
facing towards.
Knowing how the ground
other
slopes
Yeah,
there, it would be on that side.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'm gonna say the reason that you're asking, so if there's a levee built at the toe of the slope outside of that levee, you need 20 feet between it and the property line, 50 feet to the water.
okay.
That, whichever one of those controls the the most. I guess.
Yeah, nothing's gonna be 20 feet from a property line, but we do wanna be cognizant of that, west property line and just how close how close the water is getting to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it, 70 feet shouldn't be a problem, but if you're not paying attention, you could touch the 50 feet line, and I don't wanna get that close anyways, cause we have a trail around the property, so. And that just means more leaves, cause it's a tree line right there at the property line, so I'd like to keep that away.
If there's any tiles that you encounter while you're doing this that potentially could come from off-site through your site, going somewhere, just knowing that's all downhill through there. Those tiles, the rerouting of that is your responsibility, not the neighbors.
Okay,
So my advice is whoever's digging your pond, if you run into a tile, stop, figure out where you're going to reroute it, grade, all that, before you continue on and figure out that, now we made it harder to do it.
Okay.
That it might be that, hey, we can move the pond 10 feet to the north, and we don't have to really
Right.
reroute it a lot.
is there, to my knowledge, there's no tile running through this pond?
There's no county regulated tiles. There could be
Okay.
some private,
Okay.
coming off of a farm. Generally speaking, with all farms, there's some old tile out there
Somewhere, okay.
with no mapping, no anything.
Yeah,
It's just while you're digging, we found a clay tile.
Right. So normally when you have your overflow pipe, I know people will connect that into a tile somewhere. If we come across the tile, what's the rule on, the tile doesn't belong to me. So what's
If it goes through your
if
property,
it goes through the property, I could tie into that,
Yeah.
provided it's, okay.
the only thing that you can't do without somebody else's permission is tile or connect onto the tile onto somebody else's property.
Okay,
Then you could get an easement to do that.
okay.
If it's running through your property,
It's a mutual,
unless there was an easement for that tile that it was for their exclusive use, which when you got it surveyed, whatever, they would find that easement typically. If there's no easement, it's what would be considered a mutual tile. It's for everybody's benefit that uses it. So you have the ability to use it as well. Okay. It goes through your property.
Okay.
But the main thing is you can't just say, we're gonna block it off.
Oh, yeah, right.
You have to make provisions for it to go through your property. You can move it, you can change the location, you can do whatever. But you have to perpetuate its.
Do you know
It's
generally how far down those tiles are?
3 to 4 feet.
3 to 4 feet?
usually with just trench along property lines where the pond is gonna go, have the excavator dig down and just dig a line and open them up. If you find them, then you can start planning on that.
And generally speaking, unless that farm, and the aerial photography does not show, it looks like it's system tiled or anything. Generally, the older tiles, they're gonna be wherever the low spots are.
Okay.
So if there's kind of a swale running through the middle of the property, there might be a tile running through that swale, somewhere in it. And like I say, it's, depending on the grade, it's not always a big deal to reroute a tile. It's just whatever the contractor finds it, whenever they hit it, figure that out before you continue on, that it might be moving the pond. If they haven't really got a lot of digging done, moving the pond 10 feet might be the easiest thing. Maybe it's no big deal and, we're just gonna have to run a little bit of tile around the end of the pond.
Okay. There is a swale running through the center of the property?
Sure. I would say it's likely that there's going to be some old clay tile.
Approximately where we're gonna be digging our basement. So we
even
may
then-
find it and,
You need to reroute it around your basement.
okay.
Don't let the builder of the basement just hook it into your sump pit. That will cause you grief.
Do not do that.
Reroute it around.
Yeah.
But
Okay. It's good to know.
old farm tiles do not know when you build a house that it's no longer a farm, and they'll still run water. A lot of water.
They're not smart tiles, huh?
They don't know that you
They're
went
analog.
farming that farm. They don't know. Yep.
Yeah. I think with that, the only other thing, when we get close to time to move topsoil, just call our office and we'll come out and do a final inspection just to make sure all setbacks are good.
Okay.
That way we can get done and then you can have topsoil, seeding, all that stuff done.
Okay. We are looking at starting in June.
Okay.
I mean, how soon of a notice would you guys like?
You call her. If
Just-
we're in, we'll be out there
Okay.
that day
day,
if we can.
okay.
So, yeah, we try not to slow anything down, but we try to get eyes on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
All right, well, I will.
I think at this point, we're ready for permits, so you can go ahead and go up and talk to Susie. She'll get you started on that and
Okay.
go from there.
All right, thanks a
Okay.
lot, guys.
Yep,
Appreciate
thanks.
it. Thanks, Brian. Have a good one. You too.
So we'll go down to the major subdivision
Yep.
secondary approval.
Yes.
Jefferson, 26-05-07, Jefferson Township, OD Incorporated requests approval for a proposed one-lot major subdivision.
Yeah, so this is the one that we had in front of the planning commission in our last meeting. It's kind of getting fast-tracked to get through the process. So that is the west side of the remaining pieces. The plants are down there. And establishing easements to allow stormwater to make its way from the Baker Drive cul-de-sac across the property, and then for future easements, we'll carry it to the detention pond.
Move to give secondary approval to the one-lot subdivision at whatever that address is, at Baker Drive essentially.
Yep.
All right, I'll second. So, motion to approve by Jared, seconded by Bill. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
They'll just make sure that you don't leave without signing that, because they want to pick it up today.
Okay. Oh, this is that big thing. Oh,
And
got
there's
it.
2 of them, so
Okay.
2 spots.
Got it. All right. So that was approved 5-0. So next we're going down to item 26-046, 7-Day Family Farms. 500 west south of State Road 124 in Markle. 2 acres, minor subdivision.
Move to approve.
Yep, one note on that one real quick. There's a shed that's being demolished, is currently 10 feet from the property line, just to note that. But we don't really need to do anything because it's under the size limit to be, have that reduced, but just want to note that.
All right.
Move to approve.
All right. I think Nick,
I'll second.
Yeah,
Nick motion and Jared seconded it.
I want to steal your thunder.
All those in favor say aye.
thunder, dang it.
Okay.
Call me Sean.
Sheldon made the motion.
You're in my spot.
Nice spot.
Okay, let's see. Next up, number 2026-047, Richard and Jennifer Beets, 7294 South through 700 West in Warren, combining properties.
Yep. So combining the 2 parcels together.
It's the yellow.
Yes, the yellow
out front
parcel.
And the.
Yep.
Okay.
And a strange strip on the north side.
Where it's at? Out in Jackson Township.
Yeah.
What's the?
It's just,
There's a
yeah,
strip that
there's a
goes
strip of land there, yeah.
Is it 25 feet wide?
I don't think so. I think it's little.
Okay.
It's
It goes with
It's
the.
it's a bike path instead of a driveway.
Don't really know.
Move to approve.
Okay. All right, motion to approve by Jared, seconded by Lynn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, passed 5-0. Next up is 2026-048, Carol Baker Revocable Trust, 2020, or 2046 East, 800 North and Ossian. It's an addition.
Yep, so they're adding, property from the farm, to the Scott and Amanda Baker property. It's adding a little bit of farm ground plus their stone improvement on that west side of the property.
It still allows access to the back.
Yeah, and still provides the legal access to the back.
Move to approve.
I'll second. Motion to approve by Jared, seconded by Bill. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, 5-0. Next up is 2026-049, Cody Tosh and Carolyn Falls, 2476 East, 300 South in Bluffton. It's an addition. Antique store.
Yeah, so antique store, our drawing actually is very generous. It's not accurate. The part of the antique store is, not on their property and is being fixed. Yes, it runs in between the buildings. So this allowed their septic and the back part, plus a 20-foot setback on the back, so.
Signetti Way, is that the new
Yep.
name?
Yep, South Signetti Way.
What does that pertain to?
He was the coach for IU football or whatever, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense now.
I don't follow hockey, so I don't really
Yeah.
know, but
We can tell.
Now I recognize the name. I did not know that was.
I didn't.
Yes.
Thought it was like a local.
somebody told me that that's who it was. That's how I know.
The football coach, yeah.
What?
She's gonna be left with, or what that location's gonna be is 0.7 acre.
No, that's what it comes up to. That's what the site will come up to.
Yeah, the new lot, it'll be
Yes.
0.7.
Yes, yep,
Is it on septic?
yes. Yeah, the septic is between the buildings, or between the old and original and the newer-ish building. Yeah, it's just a tank. There's
Yeah, there's not gonna be a house there.
there's not gonna be a house there, and there's never gonna be a septic site there either.
Move to approve.
Did anybody make a motion on this one yet? Oh, Nick made a motion.
I'll second.
Mike second.
Mike seconds. All those in favor say aye.
Nick is not. We already
You
established.
did
Okay.
not matter
Calling
to
it 5-0.
Aw.
All right. I still have another paper down. Oh, that's the one we already talked about.
Well, Bill, remember when you were gonna get
Wait, did we?
nailed for saying the sign didn't work last week? I will for not knowing what Signetti means, so.
There you go. That's all right. Things will be fine.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah. We approved, that's the second.
Yeah, that's
That's the thing you have to sign. Don't-
Oh,
Don't
okay.
leave before you
Right.
sign.
yeah, don't,
that one.
do not
Got it.
leave, or we will come find you.
Everybody needs a nice long
And
weekend,
you have to
don't
sign
they?
with the special pen.
I know,
Yeah,
the magic
if you
pen. I
don't
remember
mess
the
with
magic marker. Magic marker. Any other information for the record?
All good.
Move to adjourn.
And we will adjourn at 9:00.